What's up, guys? Welcome back to Real Bucks Talk, where we go over everything Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And in the offseason, what do? Draft content. And today will be Travis Etienne, running back out of Clemson. Dude has speed in his game for sure. 4'4", 140, 5'10", 215. Probably was a little bit underweight during the season, but I mean, flash. What can you say about him? Plus, give me a little rundown.
Yeah, Etienne is like you said, flash, and he's very explosive. He's well all around running back. I mean, he can do everything. He can run the football, he can catch, and he's really improved every year. So he's become a very complete running back, and he's a guy that you know definitely is worthy of a first round consideration. And you're going to see it on the tape. I mean, the guy I mean, he can explode through the hole. I mean, again, no hole there, and he finds it and it shot out of a cannon. And then here, I mean, it looks like he's going to be tackled, but just the subtle move of the hesitation and then turns on another gear, and it's like goodbye. We'll see you later. That's a touchdown. So just very impressive.
You run it back. He's looking, like you just said, there's no hole. He's just waiting for his blocker to come across, get over here and block a little hole here, but there's no daylight. There's gaps filled, everything's taken. He just finds this one little alley on the out right here, pops it out immediately, and like you just said, lightning in a bottle type of speed. And once he gets to the corner, little hesitation, the guy messed up, and it's a touchdown. No one's going to catch him. 441 probably in shorts, but once the pads go on, he's probably even faster. He's probably one of those type of guys. Again, look at this alleyway. He's going to beat these guys to that spot. This guy probably messes up because he makes a terrible route to the ball. But look at that. Erasing speed, breaking tackles, and no one's going to catch him from behind. I mean, that he's just got speed to his game. He's not as aggressive as Najee Harris is in the inside game, but I mean, you can't teach this. What do you see?
Yeah, I mean, speed and space, that's what he is. I mean, he likes to, create things on the outside, and it shows why. I mean, he's very good at it. So he can just, like I said in the beginning, he can erase, angles. It looks like you have him caught, but no, you don't. I mean, he's just going to continue to fly by, and he can just pull away from people. So it's very impressive. Here, this is crazy. I mean, nowhere to go, and this is where it shows some of his creativity, which I like. Again, he doesn't see anything. That subtle look to the left there or the right, and just find a way to, just beat everybody. I mean, nice little stiff arm to number three. So this is just it's crazy, like what he can do. The balance and the speed as well.
Yeah, like you just said, this number one guy, initial push, literally disrupts the whole entire play. And confidence enough, patient enough to backpedal and then start speed. I mean, he's literally stopped in his tracks, and all of a sudden, boop, literally turns his whole body with one step, and he's gone. That little stiff arm, like you mentioned. And that's the elite type of talent and speed and just foot speed. And then look at this. This one cut, get downhill, crack back. Look at this. Really nice. And the ability to break through the tackles, get in the end zone. So he's not just a little scat back that just catches the ball on his only speed. Really like this. What do you like?
Yeah, like you said, he can show power as well. Again, it's not going to be his forte. He's not going to be a power runner, but at times he can show the balance and the toughness to make things happen if he needs to. But now we go to the next play. This is where really his bread and butter. I mean, you get him out on the edge, and this is what he can do. I mean, in space, it's just how quickly he can pick up yards. Break tackles. Arm tackles really aren't going to take him down, and then just fight for extra yards. So very impressive.
Contact balance. We talk about that a lot in the channel. I mean, it's something similar to what Kamara has. Kamara is the most elite contact balance running back I've ever seen. I mean, these is just traits that are very similar to him. He's low center of gravity, not letting him push him off his spot. Still ability to go with momentum and pick up yards. Really like that. I mean, this is a characteristic you need as a running back. And then now, what do we see? Speed. I mean, he loves the outside. A little different from Najee Harris, like I mentioned earlier. Najee will look for the hole inside. He's gone. I mean, use what you have to your leisure, I guess. What do you see here?
Yeah, I mean, it's taking his strengths to his advantage. I mean, he knows he can win on the outside. Like, usually people aren't going to, match his speed once he gets going. I mean, this is just impressive. Again, he sees the opportunity outside, again, break tackles, contact balance. It's very, this is very consistent on tape. I mean, you go back to even his 2018, 2019 tape, this is what you see. and it's really nice to have as far as an offense. It gives you a lot of flexibility and versatility.
And let's be honest, if this is a slower running back, this guy already has leverage on you. He's going to beat you to the spot. Etienne trusts his speed that much that he literally beats him to the spot. A slower running back would have cut this thing inside just to pick up yards, a la Peyton Barber from Buck fans. I mean, if you don't got the speed, just get what you can, get north and south. He's like, no, I got this. Trevor Lawrence, my boy, is going to give me a block. And then contact balance again. You're going to tackle him high. Big no-no. Look at this. Just shrug him off, keep going, leg drive, and then tries to spin more inside. Don't give up on the play. Get up more, a little bit more chunk of yardage, maybe 3 or 4 more yards. I mean, effort's there, speed's there, contact balance. It's just inside game. That's the only thing I'm going to kind of express for him. I mean, all you're going to see is mainly outside runs because he loves that speed. That's it. That's the highlight of his game, correct?
Right. Yeah. No, definitely it is. And he's going to have to definitely, adapt to the speed of the NFL because you're going up against faster players. So this outside runs are not always going to be available. Even if you do run a 4-3 or whatever, it's the angles and the technique is definitely going to be better that you're going up against. So he's going to have to find ways to do things like this where you run inside again, being able to cut things back, just one cut and go. That's where I think he can really have success because he can pick up so many yards quickly. So you're going to see this on a couple back-to-back plays where he can run inside. Again, he prefers running out of shotgun. That's their offense, but you can just see how he finds ways to get small here. Finding the hole, and then just natural athletic ability there. So it's really really cool to see that.
When you see speed inside like this, the linebacker here he's coming down the play. He knows it's a run. He thinks he has enough time to shed this block and then get after the run here. Look how quick he is to that hole. Nope, you just missed him because of that speed, elite talent, and then natural ability to give a shimmy and then hurdle him. Like if he meant to do it with ease. Like, oh, I was planning this at the beginning of the play. That's crazy. That's really good stuff right there.
Yeah, and that's why I think, ETN, I mean, you just see the decisiveness right there. And that's why I think he has a really good chance of being successful at the next level because he doesn't waste time, doesn't waste any movement. Again, he knows where he wants to go with the football, and he finds ways to get as many yards as possible. So I just like that. And again, it's just real subtle movement, and understanding where the holes are. Vision is really good, and finding ways to fight for more extra yards.
Well, in this sense, I mean, one cut and go. I mean, to me, I'm like, go to a team that they already have a plan in place. It's not a zone read scheme. Have him just go to where he already knows what hole he has to hit it and hit it fast. I mean, that's what he does best. And then he has that contact balance. He loves the outside. I mean, if a team drafts him that's like that, that's great. I mean, he's going to succeed early. But now let's go into the passing game. Disgusting. Again, speed and space, something every team values, and they're always looking for the next Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara. What do you see here?
Yeah, I think this is a reason why he's probably ranked, as high as he is as far as the draft class of running backs because he can add this dimension. And we've seen in the NFL, I mean, you got to have a running back that can catch the football because it's so vital. I mean, you can do things like this because it creates more space on the field. And if you try to attack the quarterback, you have an option there to dump off, and you can do things like that. I mean, that changes the game and changes how your offense is being played. Here again, he's just going to run a simple, real wheel route here. Just go down the sideline, and he's already got his man beat. And this is just a great concentration catch as well, so you can see the hands. I mean, again, that's not easy to do. He stays in bounds, makes the play. So just really dynamic player, and that's what you want to add to your offense.
And it's easy speed. I mean, look at this is safety, I believe, that's on him. Just gone. It's already over and done with. If the quarterback should have thrown it earlier, it's probably a touchdown. And like just breaking away with ease. It's not like he's hustling too hard. And like you just said, good catch, good hands catch. Guy could have made up for it and knocked that thing down, but good hands. Now here, just running to open space. I mean, no one covers him. Thank you. Ability to kind of run, catch it on the run, turn upfield, get more yards. Doesn't go down easy. What do you see?
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's just like natural hands. I mean, again, he understands, and it shows mental, capacity as well. Like his mental game is very strong. He understands where the holes are in the defense. He understands what Notre Dame's bringing here. So that's a really good. aspect to his game. Like he can see things before, and it's just showing his vision once again, and then naturally catching the football. So that makes him a really good prospect.
Like you just said, the awareness to know get to a spot. I mean, he's seeing the middle linebacker come down into the space. He knows, okay, holy crap, that space is wide open. Let me just get my head turned around and be an option for my quarterback and look at all that space I can eventually take up and just get a touchdown possibly. But huge gainer. And then more now route running, hands, difficulty of catching. I'll let you break down this one a little bit more.
Yeah, this was really cool to see because it just shows like he has some nuance to his game as far as a route runner and a receiver. Again, it's not the cleanest route, but he does a good job. Again, number 7, gets it looks like his helmet there, but then ability to maintain balance and then make a hands catch, which is really nice to see. And Bucks fans, we know we haven't seen that happen in a while from a running back. So again, this is why he's probably going to be taken high in the first round because he can do things like this. It just offers more to his game. And, he's definitely going to be a viable option for whoever's offense he's in.
And look at these head fakes. I mean, look at the initial just cut to cut upfield. He looks like, oh, I'm going to go outside. No, I'm going to make a sharp cut, get my hips low, get upfield. Then he drops his head out, head inside, then pushes outside. And look at all these subtle cut in, upfield. Now cut back out. Look at his hips drop, head fake down. The linebacker's sitting there grabbing at his face because, holy crap, I'm going to get beat if I don't. And still, the ability to kind of balance either way, backpedal, gather yourself, and then, like you said, great catch. That's a great display of hands, route running, everything you want. And now this is just disgusting. Let me rewind this back. Look where he's at, top of your screen. The little stop and go. Plus, break it down for me.
Yeah, this is what makes him. I mean, this is probably why he's RB1 because Najee Harris could probably do stuff like this, but we haven't seen it regularly. I mean, this is what Etienne can offer you. I mean, they lined him up a lot, like this outside the numbers where he can make plays like this. I mean, it's just, a little simple stop and go. And he's already got the corner beat. Nice double move. Again, catching this in stride and then continuing to fight forward. Again, it just shows the contact balance. He almost breaks that tackle. Would have been a crazy touchdown, but this is what he brings. Big play ability as a running back. And it just, I mean, it really makes it tough for the defense. I mean, it's hard to stop, receivers. Now you got to stop a running back that can run this fast and do things like this. So
one thing to add, just the subtle head fakes. These head fakes are selling it. I mean, the guy totally turns, is going to start pushing upfield. And no running back thinks, oh, let me just sell it this much. They just want to run the route. They're more worried about catching the ball. He's thinking about how can I make this corner bite more so I get more wide open. Little things like that really like. Now, every running back needs it. Pass blocking. I mean, this is a really good one. Green dog blitz. What do you see?
Yeah, I liked, and I was trying to show like he's an effort, type of pass protector. Again, his technique could still use some work, but he shows effort. Like it's no fear, which is really nice to see. Like he's going to take those guys on. Again, he shows good enough where he's just going to cut back, cut block them right at the stomach there, and that's really good.
2-for-1 special.
Yeah, 2-for-1 special, and we're going to see it here again on the next play. Again, just seeing just the quick look there to the left. I mean, he gets it right there, and that's a good block. Again, unfortunately, it's a negative play, but still, that was a good block. And now we get into his problems, and that's the fumbles. I mean, that's really the only issue I've seen from him on tape is the fumble problem. And this one, again, returned for a touchdown. And then same thing here. This was back-to-back weeks. Just lost the ball, never had the ball in his hands. And, this one goes for 6 as well. So overall, Etienne, though, is a hell of a prospect. And Mark, I'll let you close it out.
Yeah, so to be honest, as a Buccaneer fan, we all know what happens when BA sees a fumble, a mess up in the passing game, pass blocking game. Usually you're sitting the bench. So this is a big red flag for us, probably for BA and the Bucs. But overall, you can't deny his talent and the things he brings to your team. Pass catching ability, just one cut and go, dangerous player. I mean, someone you have to think about on every play. And then add that to, dare I say, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Rob Gronkowski, if AB even comes back. I mean, you're just loaded all around, and then you have to worry about this guy too, coming out of the backfield to catch a ball. It's scary. I mean, even though he probably won't be there, it's the what ifs. But other than that, other teams, if you get this guy, he's dangerous. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoy the content. If you do, like down below, subscribe if you haven't just yet. Comment your opinions. Is Etienne that good? Is he your RB1? Let us know. With that said, until the next one.